Dear students, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you? I hope best for you. I Mukesh Kumar welcomes you to online Mukesh Online Academy. आपका मुकेश ऑनलाइन अकेडमी में स्वागत है. And we are doing the maths of class 8 from ML Agarwal book, ICSE board that we are doing. Okay, and the chapter that we are doing is the exponent and powers, chapter 2. Okay, and we have already covered this topic into the previous 7 videos, in which we had covered the different examples, exercises, objective type questions, and mental maths question we had covered. Okay, and in this video we will cover about the check your progress questions and the some high order thinking skill questions where we need to just upgrade your skills. Okay, that we will cover the questions. Okay, and have you taken out your notebook and pen? Take it out. Start practicing along with me. You know, math is a subject of practice. More you practice, more you get. Less you practice, less you get. So practice each and every question 3-4 times. It will make you perfect into the maths. Okay. And I hope you must have seen those previous videos. If you have not seen, I have given the links into the description. Okay. And if you have doubt from this scorebook or from any other question, then you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email. So we will make another video to clear your doubts. Okay. And I hope you must be getting knowledge from my videos. Okay. If you want to get the live online classes through Zoom app, then also you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email. So we will share the details with you. Okay. I hope you must be getting knowledge from my videos. Kindly share it with your friends. Subscribe to it and ask your friend to subscribe. And in this video we will do the HOTS questions, means high order thinking skill questions, and some questions from the check your progress. So now let's start. So dear students, let's start. So in this today we will do the exponent and powers, some other questions other than exercise 2, that is the HOTS, high order thinking skills, and chapter test that we will cover. Okay, few questions from the chapter test that we will cover. Okay, so let's start with the high order thinking skill. The first question of high order thinking. So in this we have to find the multiplicative inverse of the 5 to power 0 plus 3 to power 0 minus in one bracket and 5 to power 0 minus 3 to power 0 in another bracket. Okay, so we have to solve it. So we have the question 5 to power 0 plus 3 to power 0, and another bracket we have 5 to power 0 minus 3 to power 0. Okay, now 5 to power 0 means 1, 3 to power 0 means 1. As we have already learned that a to power 0 equal to 1, we have the any base. If it has the exponent 0, then its value is 1. Same way, this is 1 minus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2 into, because if there is no sign and there are two brackets, that means this is multiplication. And 1 minus 1 is 0. So we can write that 2 into 0 is 0. Okay. So now the multiplicative inverse will be 1 upon 0, because we just reverse the number. 0 means 0 upon 1. So inverse will be 1 upon 0. And we know that we cannot divide anything by 0. If we divide anything by 0, that means it will be infinity. So it does not act. So we will write the multiplicative inverse of that number does not exist. This is the answer that we have. Okay, clear? So what we can do, what we have done here, we have just put the value of 5 to power 0 and 3 to power 0 same way. So we got the value 0, since it is 0 upon 1. So inverse will be 1 upon 0, and 1 upon 0 number does not exist. So you can say the infinity. So it does not exist. Right? Now the second question. We have to evaluate that x upon x to power p upon x to power q, and outside power we have p plus q. Same x to power q upon x to power r. Outside we have power p plus r. X to power r upon x to power p. Outside we have r minus p. Okay. Now, so what we will do here, as we know that a to power m upon a to power n is equal to a to power m minus n. Okay. So same way we can write here x to power p upon x to power q will be x to power p minus q, and outside we can write p plus q in the bracket. Same here, x to power q minus r The same thing that we have used here. And outside we can write power q plus r. Same here. So it will be x to the power r minus p, and outside we have power r minus p. Okay. Now as we have learned that a to the power m, and outside also we have power n, so it becomes a to the power m into n. Since they are the equations, then we can write them into the brackets. So it will become x p minus q and p plus q, and x q minus r bracket q plus r, and x r minus p bracket, sorry, this is r minus p, r plus p. See, there is a mistake in the book. It should be r plus p. It should be r plus p. There is a mistake that I have corrected. It should be r plus p. Then only we can get the answer. Okay. So now we have, like, we can multiply in this way, v minus q p plus q, like we can multiply p, then multiply p plus q, then we can write minus, then q multiply p plus q. Okay. Now p into p is p square, p into q is pq, minus q into p is minus pq, and minus q plus q is minus q square. This end is gone, so we will get p square minus q square. So that means there is an identity that we are going to learn later in the algebra, that if it is same quantities we have, if it is one is minus, other is in plus, so it becomes p square minus q square. So we will write x p square minus q square. Same way we can write q minus r into q plus r as a q square minus r square. So x q square minus r square. Same way we can write here also x r square minus p square. Same way we can multiply, that I have shown you the here. Okay, the same way you can multiply for all the. Now, since they have the multiplication sign between them, so we know that a to the power m into a to the power n equal to a to the power m plus n. If there are more than one terms, then we can add all of them. So it will become x p square minus q square plus q square minus r square plus r square minus p square. This p square minus p square becomes 0. This q square minus q square becomes 0. This r square plus r square becomes 0. So we got the value x to the power 0. And as we know that any base with the power 0 is 1. So we got the answer of this question is 1. Okay. So this is the answer that we have. I hope you would have understood this question. So what first we have done, we have just solved the brackets, just like a to the power m upon a to the power n. So it became p minus q power. Outside we had p plus q. Then same way we did for the second, q minus r, and outside we wrote the q plus r. Same we did this here, but here this is wrong in the book. According to the answer, I have changed the question. Okay. So now we can multiply by using this rule. So p minus q, p plus q, q minus r, q plus r, r minus p, r plus. Okay. Now I have shown multiplication of the first two terms, p minus q and p plus q. So this multiplication came p square minus q square. So same way we can write for q square minus r and q plus r as a q square minus r square. Same way for r minus p and r plus p, we can write r square minus p square. Then by using this rule, we added all these powers because the bases are same, x, x and x. So we got the x to the power 0, and we know that any base to the power 0 is 1. So I hope you would have got this. Now the third question. So in this question we have to evaluate x to the power p upon x to the power p plus x to the power q plus 1 upon x to the power p minus q plus 1. Okay, so we have the question x to the power p upon x to the power p plus x to the power q plus 1 upon x to the power p minus q plus 1. Okay, see, we just understood the rule in the previous videos also. Like we have a to the power m upon a to the power n equal to a to the power m minus n. So till now we have been using this way. Now we will use the opposite way. Like a to the power m minus n is equal to a to the power m upon a to the power n. So same way we will do here. We will write x to the power p upon x to the power q. So this is x to the power p upon x to the power p plus x to the power q. So this will be 1 upon x to the power p upon x to the power q plus 1. Okay. So now we will just solve the denominator in the way that we solve the different rational numbers. So we can add 1 below here. So x to the power p upon x to the power p plus x to the power q plus, and here we have the denominator x to the power q and here we have the 1. So our LCM will become x to the power q. So we will write 1 upon x to the power p upon x to the power q. We will multiply both 1 as x to the power q upon x to the power q. Okay. So this will become x to the power p upon x to the power p plus q plus 1 upon x to the power p plus x to the power q upon x to the power. Now I will tell you one more thing here. This became this thing. Okay. Since it is like 1 upon a upon b, it is written like this. So this means there's 1 divided by a upon b. So it means the 1 into b upon a. So it became b upon a. So same way we can write this. So this will become x to the power q upon x to the power p plus q. So that means this will go up by using the same example that we have learned. Okay. So it will become x to the power p upon x to the power p plus x to the power q plus, now x to the power q will go up upon x to the power p plus x to the power. Now in both the fractions we have the same terms, x to the power p plus x to the power q, here also and here also. So the LCM is the same, so we can write x to the power p plus x to the power q, and also here we will write x to the power p plus x to the power q. Now both we have the same terms, so they will be divided, so we will get the answer 1. So the whole answer for this equation became. Okay. Now let's understand it again. See here what we have done, we have used this one into the opposite. So we wrote the, instead of x to the power p minus q, we wrote x to the power p upon x to the power q plus we wrote plus 1 upon 1. Now we just solve it into another, just like we solve the rational numbers. So here the LCM will be x to the power q. Okay, so we have multiplied both 1 by x to the power q and x to the power q. Now we took the, now since LCM we can say, so it will be x to the power p plus x to the power q. Now we have solved this term this way, like if we have 1 upon a upon b. Okay, so that means 1 divided by a upon b. So that means 1 into b upon a. So that means the b came with the 1 and a remained down. So we have written this x to the power q upon x to the power p plus q. So now since both the denominator of both the fractions are same, so just we wrote the denominator as a LCM x to the power p plus q. So they both will be added just like this, like a upon b plus c upon b became a plus c upon b. So we have written in this way. Okay, and both terms are same because they have the same power and same base, so they will both be divided. So we got the answer 1. So this is the final answer is 1. I hope you have understood these questions. Okay, now we will do the check your progress. Now let's do the first question. So in this question we have to evaluate 5 upon 4 to the power minus 3 and minus 3 upon 7 to the power minus 2. Okay, so now let's do the first part. So here we use the rule. Using rule, p upon q is to the power minus m will be equals to q upon p is to the power m. Okay, so this will become 4 upon 5 is to the power 3. This about this one. Now 4 upon 5 into 4 upon 5 into 4 upon 5. So we have to multiply 4 times. 4 4 is 16, 16 4 is 64, 5 5 is 25, 25 5 is 125. So this is the answer that we have got, 64 upon 125. Now the second part. Here also we will use the same rule that we have used here because it is having the minus exponent. So we will write 7 upon minus 3 is to the power 2 because the power then will become positive. So now we have to multiply it the 2 times. 7 upon minus 3 into 7 upon minus 3. So 7 into 7 is 49. Minus 3 into minus 3 is 9. Since it is an improper fraction, so we have to convert this into the mixed fraction. We will divide 9 and 49. So 9 5 ja 45. So we got the 4. Okay. So this is the whole number that we have to write. This is the numerator that we have to write, and this is the denominator that we have to write. So 5 4 by 9 is the answer for this question that we have. Now let's see the second question. In the second question, we have 1 upon 2 to the power minus 3 into 1 upon 3 to the power minus 3, 1 upon 4 to the power minus 3 divided by 3 to the power. Okay. See, 1 upon 2, same rule that we have used above, like P upon Q is to the power minus M equal to Q upon P is to the power M. Same rule we are applying here. Okay. So it will become 1 upon 2 is to the power minus 3 means 2 is to the power 3 because 2 upon 1. So it is not needed to write the 1. Same way it will become 3 is to the power 3 means 3 upon 1. Okay. Same way it will become 4 is to the power 3 4 upon 1. Okay. And then outside we have 3 is to the power 2. That means 3 is to the power 2 is 9. Here. So 2 is to the power 3 is, see, 2 is to the power 3 means 2 into 2 into 2 which is equals to 8. Plus 3 is to the power 3 means 3 into 3 into 3 which is 3 3 is 9, 3 is 27. And 4 is to the power 3 means 4 into 4 into 4. 4 4 is 16, 4 is 64. So this is 64 divided by 9. Okay. So you will add them. 8 plus 27 plus 64, 7 4 11 or 8 9, 1 or 2 3 6 9, so 99 divided by 9. That means when we divide 9 and 99, it will become 11. So the answer became 11 is the answer that we have got for this. Okay, I hope you have understood it. We have just what we have done. We have used this rule. Okay, this identity that we have used. Okay, then we have just done the cubes. Remember, we have the positive sign, so we cannot do any operation between them unless we convert into the simple numbers. And then after adding, we have got the answer 11. Now do the second part. See, the second part we have 3 is to the power 3 minus 1 upon 2 is to the power minus 3 into 1 upon 9. So here 3 is to the power 3, again we can take from here, which is equal to 27, minus 1 upon 2. We can use the same rule P upon Q that we have used above. So it will become 2 is to the power 3 into 1 upon 19. We can write as. So 27 minus 2 is to the power 3 means 8 that we have written above into 1 upon 19. Okay. No. And remember, we cannot do 27 minus 8. Okay. This is not needed. So there is a mistake in this question. I have found a mistake in this question. We should put this sign here, not here. Then we can get the answer according to the question which is written in the book. So we will have to just put this here. This we will have to remove. We will have to put this here. This we will have to remove. Okay. This is the correction that you can also do in your book. Okay. 27 minus 8 will be 19 into 1 upon 19. 19 can be divided. Yes, we have learned into the rational numbers. So answer we got the. Sometimes there are printing mistakes. So we have to find which printing mistake by seeing the answer. I just saw the answer and found this mistake. So you can just correct it in your books. This is the way that we can use this question. Okay. Now let's do the third part. So we have the question 2 to the power minus 1 plus 3 to the power 0 plus 5 to the power 1 plus 7 to the power 2 plus 9 to the power 3 divided by 2 upon 3 to the power minus 1. Okay. So we have know the rule that a to the power minus m equals to 1 upon a to the power m. So we will write this 1 upon 2 because 2 upon 1 means 1 upon 2. Okay. Plus we know that a to the power 0 is 1. So we will write 1 here plus 5 to the power 1 means 5. 7 to the power 2 means 7 into 7. That means 49. Okay. 9 to the power 3 means 9 into 9 into 9, which means 81 into 9. So 9 by 9, 9 8 is 72. So we got the 729. And this we have so many times we have used, so we will write this 3 upon 2 We will do your P upon Q minus 1, M equals to Q upon P is to the power M. Since M is 1 here, so we need not to write the 1, we can write straight away 3 upon 2. Now 1 upon 2, 1 plus 5 plus 49 plus 729. So we will add all of them. So 1 plus 49 is 50, 50 plus 5 is 55, so 729 plus 55, so 9, 5, 14, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 784 we got. Divided by 3 upon. Now we will take 1 here, so LCM became 2, so 1 upon 2 plus 784 into 2 upon 1 into 2. We can just change it, the division sign into multiplication, so it will become 2 upon 3. So it became 1 upon 2 plus 2 4 are 8, 2 8 are 16, 2 7 are 14, 15 upon 2 into 2 upon 3. So this common LCM became 2. So 1 plus 1568 into 2 upon 3. Okay. So we will add 1 plus 1568. So 1859 and 651 upon 2 into 2 upon 3. This 2 and 2 will be divided. Okay. Now 3 can be divided 1569. So 3 5 is 15. See, we divide 3 and 1569. So 3 5 is 15. 6 3 2 is 6. Then 9 3 3 is 9. So we got 523. So our answer is 523 is the answer that we have got for this question. Okay. I hope you would have understood this question clearly. Okay. In third question, we have to find the multiplicative inverse of 5 upon 3 square minus 2. These type of questions done so many times. So we have the number 5 upon 3 is to power minus 2. I have told you two different ways. Either if there is a negative exponent, we can convert this into the positive. Then it will be multiplicative inverse. Or we can, inside the bracket, we can reverse the number. If outside we have the positive sign. Both way we can do. Since outside here we have the negative sign, so the multiplicative inverse will be 5 upon 3 is to the power 2. Okay. So here we have just change the sign of the exponent. Okay. So which is equal to 5 into 5 upon 3 into 3. And 5 into 5 is 25. 3 into 3 is 9. Since it is an improper fraction, so we have to convert this into a mixed fraction. So 9 to the 18. Then 7. So we got the answer to 7 by 9 is the multiplicative inverse of 5 upon 3 is to power minus 2. Or we can write 25 upon 9. Okay. So students, today we have done in this video the 3 hot questions and 3 the questions from the check your progress. Okay. I hope you would have understood those questions. If you have any doubt, then you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email. So we will be happy to solve your doubts. So dear students, in the next video, we will do about the remaining questions of check your progress. That means from question number 4 to 11 that we will cover into the next video. Okay. Thank you so much for your watching. Write your comments about the video, any query, any doubt about the topic into the comment box. Or you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email. Okay. Practice the questions. Practicing the questions 4 to 5 times is good for the maths. You become excellent into the maths. Okay. When you practice each and every question 4 to 5 times. And I hope you must be practicing them. Okay. And if you want to get the live online classes on Zoom app, interactive, both facing each other. Okay. So then you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email. So we will be happy to share the details with you. And I hope you must be getting knowledge from these videos. Kindly share it with your friends. Subscribe to it. Ask your friend to subscribe. Thank you so much.